one of the more enjoyable moments within any vision therapy program, particularly when you're working with someone who hasn't experienced high-level depth perception or hasn't experienced it in a meaningful way, is giving them chances to play with it, to observe it, and to kind of look at some of the fine details and some of the subtle elements within a visual landscape. And so for that, within NeuroVisual Trainer, one of the tools that I want to show you is the use of full-color anaglyph images. So you can find these on the internet, but a lot of times they're not fully calibrated that well, and they don't match necessarily the glasses you may have on hand, whereas with NeuroVisual Trainer, you can dial it right in and you can start exploring space. So within the tools section here, we'll pull them up and give you some demonstrations. So essentially, obviously, if you don't have the glasses on, you won't see. But as soon as you put on your 3D glasses, I can immediately start to see very impressive depth in the image. I can see that the top of the watch is pulling towards me, the lower half is pushing back in, and you can be asking questions about whether they can see the space between the two aspects. And you can move to the next one. There's a ton of them here. We've got a nice rocky national monument scene. As you go through here, we can work through more of them. We've got a nice dusk in the desert, and if you can see here, there's quite a large amount that you can explore. I really like this rocky caves. You can see the depth as you're looking into the cave on the right. You can see how it compares to the cave on the left. And so for us, we find this is always a really powerful moment for people, and it can help establish that peripheral fusion, that peripheral lock, and start to work on some of the the higher elements of gauging and appreciating depth. So hop on there, try them out yourself. Every time I come back to it, I'm always impressed by how meaningful and how clear the depth is. You can project it onto a screen, you can send it home, and again, it's a fun, I won't call it a break in the training, but it's a fun way for people to play with their emerging sense of depth perception throughout the process.